So hello today guys. I have been not recording lately because I have been on vacation and now I came. So of course as you can see here is a map with flags. It's the map of Kaiserreich, Legacy of the Wild Creek. So today I'm gonna discuss a continent part series. Every single continent of Kaiserreich I'm gonna discuss. Okay? So let's go. So first, let's go start with the first Europe. Europe have seen a lot of things. So as one of the first most transaction was actually Germany winning the World War One. So now let's go get into it. So as you can see here, Germany won World War One. So Germany, after defeating Russia in World War One, as you can see here, Russia is here. As you can see here, Russia is not communist. So after World War One, after Germany capitulating Russia in World War One, they have defeated them. After they have defeated Russia, they all of course took you. They of course took Ukraine, blue, white Ruthenia, that was called in the mod, Lithuania, and they formed the United Duchy, which is Estonia and Latvia. Poland got liberated, but it's not certainly a puppet from the German Empire. Russia got defeated, then the German army got to Moscow while still a war, so the Soviets had to agree with the term. Let's go down to the Western Front. The Western Front, as you can see here, the Western Front, we of course we have France is looking a bit different, and the Benelux region. So after the Germans they have captured Paris in they have captured Paris in France. That made the French revolt and the government fleeing to their African colonies. As of course, the African colonies have been taken by the French government, while the French syndicalists, this ideology that they have been following, is the French syndicalists. Now let's go to Britain. As Britain, they stayed in the war after France capitulated, which they had non-existent ally in the mainland, so meaning they cannot fight the Germans. So, of course, they have signed the peace. Now, massive riots have been becoming in the UK, and then a massacre in London has happened from the revolutionaries and the Royal Guard. So, of course, the royal family got to Canada. There you go. Here's Canada. Got to Canada for a vacation. For a vacation. For a vacation until the riots take being done. But then the riots continued on until they took over London, and the royal family and all the loyalist officials have got to Canada to survive. And of course, Canada hosts the royal family, and they're trying to retake the mainland as their goal under King George. Now let's go to Italy. As you can see here, it's divided between the Italian Republic, it's puppet to Austria, and the syndicalists. And then we have two Sicilies and the Papal States. As you can see here, Sardinia is the current monarchy of Rome that they have been. They have fled to Sardinia, and they want to retake Italy. That's one of the first. So now you might ask, didn't Austria-Hungary win World War One? Why did they collapse? That's a good question, because Karl the First, the leader of Austria after Franz Joseph died, promised autonomy to every single state that if they support in the war. And of course, the states believed them and had been released. As of course, after they have been released, they are all now royal puppets to Austria. They're all led by the Austrian king Karl the First. As of course, Greece, Serbia, Albania, and Romania have been beaten a lot by the peace deal of the Balkans. Since, as of course you know, the Balkans have changed since, as you can see here, they're both as you can see here, Bulgaria controls Macedonia, the down parts of Serbia, and this part of Romania. Of course, they're not happy about it, so Romania, Serbia, Albania, and not Albania, of course, they are allied to Bulgaria, and Greece, they're all doing the Balkan Pact, which they all are going to try to take their lands and more from Bulgaria. Now let's go to the Nordic countries. So here, as you can see, Nordic countries. As you can see here, Denmark is not controlling Schleswig and Holstein. I'm not pronouncing this correctly. Let's go on. Norway is now a syndicalist government with the king on top of it, breaking the rules of the syndicalists, but still joining the pact, but not officially joining the International. As of course, Sweden and Finland stay closely monarchies and closely allied to the military Europa, which a pact Germany formed with their puppet states, and Belgium, which led by the King Albert, which led by King Albert in here, and you can see here he has to give land to Germany since they lost the war, but they won Dunkirk out of France. Um, now the Dutch have been in a circling situation. They are sympathizers, of course, the regime in Germany, but they're still led by Wilhelm, which the monarchy. Let's go talk about the German puppet states. First in Ukraine is led by a monarchy closely allied to the Kaiser. The Kaiser is, by the way, Wilhelm II. White Lusitania is also controlled by them, and Lithuania and the Baltic duchies, also cousins from Wilhelm. As of course, we're done here. Let's go talk about Spain and Portugal. Spain is, of course, will have a civil war. I'm gonna play the game and see the turn of events that are gonna happen after the main law. So Spain is going to have a civil war, but there's still a monarchy led by Alfonso, and of course Portugal is still a monarchy. So Ireland have allied with the Central Powers fighting Britain in Northern Ireland. They have officially joined the Reichspakt under a dictatorship. They have joined it and they annexed Northern Ireland. Now the Pope that himself Rome, as of course here, as he continues to lead it, while Two Sicilies is led by the monarchy and by the monarchies of Two Sicilies. Sardinia is led by Manuel. Corsica has been led by the French government in exile, which is here. And I think we're done here about of course, the main lore of Kaiserreich. So see you guys in the next video.